Now I'd like to show a quick little trick that I use to manage my watch later playlist. So you probably already saw I got over 700 videos of my watch later. Used to be like 1500. And my watch later just got really cluttered because most of the things that I saw on the top of the list I've already watched. So it just makes everything feel jumbled up and kind of a pain to deal with, to be honest. So I want to show a quick little trick that I use for managing my watch later. So if I want to keep my videos but not be in the way of watch later, here's what I like to do. So basically I create another keyboard shortcut. No, I create another playlist called Watch Later Archive. Doesn't matter what you call it, but I basically archive my videos just so I can see my old Watch Later playlist without it being in the way. And I added like 700 or 800 videos in there that I've already seen. So how do I do that without wasting so much time? Just clicking one, moving it here, getting rid of it here. How do I deal with that? Well, I installed an add-on called Multi-Select for YouTube. So there is an extension that you can get called Multi-Select for YouTube, and it allows me to basically just select multiple items at once right in the YouTube interface without having to leave it or give some crazy access to a third-party service. I haven't really had any problems with it, so if I want to use it, then I just click on it. Let's say I want to move these videos right here. As you can imagine, I could click on hundreds of videos, and shift selecting and control selecting work. I didn't actually use control selecting for these items, but shift selecting works. So let's say those are all the videos I want to get rid of. Then what I do is I first of all save it to my watch later archive just by clicking on it. Then all the selected videos go in there, and it does in fact work from my testing. Then I close that out and then click remove from this list. Then it gets rid of it from my watch later. So I move it to this other playlist, then I get rid of it from watch later. That's how I managed hundreds of videos in the watch later archive with fairly minimal effort. So multi-select for YouTube is so handy for stuff like that. I would highly recommend it if you're trying to minimize clutter in your watch later playlist. And it's pretty obvious that I use it for pretty much any video that I know I want to eventually watch, but I can't right then. And I try to minimize doom scrolling on YouTube, and one way I do that is I just simply work through my watch later. And if I see something right on the home page or on the right side without scrolling, I would add that to watch later. Otherwise, it's probably not going to deserve my attention anyway. Then I can minimize doom scrolling without getting fancy and using an RSS reader or something like that. I mean, that probably would be the ideal way to do it, but I like this strategy because I'm going to see like 8 videos anyway in my suggestions, and if any of them look good that I want to eventually watch, put it in watch later. Boom. Then I just work through it, and there I go. I like using that system a lot. So yeah, that's a little trick I like to use to manage my watch later.